I'm Tony Sklar with bnetTV. We are here at Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and I am speaking with Mr. Indranil Sen from OnMobile. How are you today, sir?
Very good. Enjoying the event. How about you?
It's an absolutely fantastic event. The numbers are up immensely. We're looking at pushing 60,000 attendees at this conference, over 52 last year. That's a large amount of increase, so we can really see the vast scope of the bending of this ecosystem. A lot of new players and a lot of great products that we've seen. For our first-time viewers in bnetTV, why don't you tell us a little bit about OnMobile and what you're doing here and where you're actually positioned in the ecosystem?
Great. To quickly give a snapshot, OnMobile is a value-added services player, primarily targeting all the telcos or operators across the globe. And we operate in 3 different verticals, right from legacy VAS, which is RBT, music, and more, to PDM, which is personal data management. And then on, you move on to video, which means we have a video adaptation and content adaptation play at the high end. So this is the whole spectrum that we play in, and we would probably be servicing more than 100 million customers, end users, with our key couple of lead products that we have, which is basically RBT, network address book, and the video adaptation gateway that we already have. So that's who we are. We are a public organization listed in Bombay Stock Exchange in India, headquartered in Bangalore. We operate in about 54 countries globally, and our R&D centers are distributed across the globe. Legacy VAS comes out of Bangalore in India. Personal data management comes out of Paris in France, and video and allied services comes out of California and the Bay Area.
So the majority of these services sit at the edge of the network? Is that where the majority of that is?
Primarily, the legacy and PDM is on the edge of the network. Video can be both on the edge and probably on the core as well. Yeah.
So you've just recently had some great products that you've announced, and I think that we're going to talk about one of them right now.
Yes. We'll be happy to show your viewers 2 of the key products that we have. One is called the Personal Cloud, which would be sold or given or provided to the end user through the operator again. And the other one is on-call video, which is basically conversational video between people. And we'll take you through them shortly. To cloud.
So to the cloud. I think somebody actually has already coined that phrase, but to the cloud.
Yes. And you would actually see here a lot of features which are better than most of the available ones today, including Dropbox and more. So
I think that's a really good example because Dropbox is a name that's recognized very well, for sure, no question about it. If you're one of the first players in the ecosystem, you get recognized, but you've built something that's a little bit better. So let's talk about that.
Sure, and I hand it over to Roma, who will start talking about.
So Roman, we're going to be going through a demo about to the cloud. So this is fantastic because a lot of people know Dropbox very well, but let's not forget that there's multiple tools out there.
Yes. So basically, I am the product manager for the on-cloud product. So this is our personal cloud solution in a white label product. So meaning that we are going to customize it for the operators so that they suggest it to the end user. Okay. So the goal for the on-cloud is to manage, upload, access, and share your multimedia content as well as your Word document, your PDF file, your Excel sheet on the cloud, and then make them available on any of your devices, so your iPad, your Android phone, your BlackBerry, your iPhone, anything. And then you can share any of your data with your contacts, okay? And one specific item that we have compared to our competitors is the video adaptation component to it. So when we upload a video on the cloud, you don't care about the format of the video. It can be an MP4, an AV file, a MOV, anything. It can be recorded from your Android or from your iPad. You store it on the cloud, and then when you share it, it gets automatically adapted to the recipient capabilities.
So I'm going to interrupt for 2 seconds here. A lot of questions that the consumer asks, people ask, is 2 really important things. One, is my information safe and secure because I don't want anybody else to have access to it? And how much room do I get?
Yep. So on the first point on security, everything is encrypted. So all your data, the channel is HTTPS, so it's secured, and all the data are encrypted on the cloud. So security is very well handled. Also, the UI makes it very clear what is shared and what is not shared. You have specific tabs on each application on the iPad to exactly know what files are your private files and what files are shared with your colleagues, your friends, your family. This is very clear. And what was the second question? I don't know.
And of course, how much storage do I get?
This is actually based on our customers. You know, we don't price. We just provide a white label product to the operators, and then the carriers sell it to their end users. So usually you have a freemium model where you have 5-10 gigas for free, and then you have additional storage for an amount of money per month.
So inevitably, I'm installing an application on my device. And
Yep.
It sounds like it's pretty easy to use. It's pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, so the application can be pre-embedded in the phone. So for example, if you sell this application to a carrier and he can pre-embed the application on the phone, so when you buy your phone on the shop, you already have the application. Your photo, your video will be automatically uploaded on the cloud as soon as you take a photo or video. And then you can access your Word document, your PDF file that is automatically synced with your PC, with your iPad, or with your Android.
And inevitably, do you think that this product will be ready to be in the market space?
This is ready today. So if an operator wants to have it, we just have to customize it, so to make it at the brand of the operator and to sell it. We are already in the pipe of customizing it for several operators.
So now we're here with Marwan Jabri, and we're going to be talking about the OnMobile's product On-Call.
On-Call Video.
On-Call Video.
Yeah, so On-Call Video is a product, it's a white label product that OnMobile has developed that is targeted to a simplified, ultra easy product to use to make multi-party video calls.
Okay.
So basically the concept is that all what I have to do is to go to my contact book on the Android phone or the iPhone or the PC and select a number of contacts and just say video call.
Okay.
And I'll be able to connect to all of them. So, and to be able to use it on any network, whether I am on the road or I'm at the office and so on, or traveling.
So my first question is going to be, what makes this product better than your competitors in the marketplace? I mean, obviously, when it comes to things like FaceTime, okay, it's not multi-party. Maybe it will be in the future, fantastic. Sure. But there are other applications in the market space today that you can do that on. But what makes yours better?
Right. So our product, from a number of angles, has the advantages. One is that you can do multi-party on the mobile device.
Right.
Okay. Number two is that to do a multi-party call, you don't need a bridge. You don't need to book a conference to make a multi-party call.
Done straight from the device.
It's done straight from the device. And number three is from a footprint perspective in a network, because it is MCU, multi-point control unit free. There's no bridge.
Okay.
Then the deployment is much more economical to be deployed if you are deploying it on the cloud or the data center of the operator.
So inevitably, whose network does the data flow through? Is it the ensuing person making the call, or is each data got its?
So every leg, if the multi-party call has multiple legs to it,
right.
Meaning every person connected to the conference, of course, they have to be connected to the network. They could be connected through a mobile network or a broadband at home or in the office, right? Now, the flow goes through the operator network that is deployed this service, because you have to be able to bill for it, right? You have to count packets, you have to track and bill, and however, because you are not composing the video together in a single screen, this means that you don't have to have all the video converging on a single box.
Okay.
So it can be distributed.
Okay.
So this is a very important advantage from multiple perspectives. One is that it is much lighter to deploy in a network.
Right.
Number two, the video can be presented in different ways on different devices of different screen sizes.
Okay, because it's white labeled, it can be customized.
Yeah, but it is also because it is not, when you're doing a video call through an MCU,
sure.
What the device receives is a single rigid frame of video.
Right.
Where the way we do this is basically to have multiple streams being delivered to the device.
Okay.
When you are receiving the video.
Each individual
and
box
each
has its own data stream.
And each individual device could lay out the video depending on the top of the screen of the device.
Okay.
So if you are at home on a big screen, you may lay out the video differently than if you are on a small handset device.
And of course, then the natural progression of my next question, which is going to be the final one here, is there a special type of compression that you've got behind that architecture? Because that's a lot of data being pushed and pulled between multiple devices.
Right. So the important thing to note here is that in the context of a peer-to-peer call, I'm not dependent on any network element to actually do compression. Right?
Okay.
The compression is done in a device, and today's devices are extremely powerful.
Sure.
So you probably heard of some of the announcements here about, devices that can fly.
Yeah, pretty well.
Yes.
Pretty well.
And so from that perspective, the device can adapt. The encoding in the device, the compression can adapt to the network connectivity that the device has. So if I am connected to you, let's say on a mobile network, and the mobile network bandwidth is going up and down, then my device is going to encode in a way that can adapt to the network connectivity. And that's a very important part of the user experience that we think is going to be special to our device.
And then just before I close out here, is the product, you've announced it, is it going to be available in the marketplace for vendors when?
So what we are demonstrating today is a proof of concept.
Okay.
Excuse me, and the general availability of the product is going to be on June 1st.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
So we're talking about something that can be implemented well before the end of the year, which is
Right.
great for the end of the year.
Yes.
Because, getting into the holiday season, we got a lot of new devices coming into the market space, which will probably do more than fly. It'll probably transport you to the moon or something of the sort.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
So the interesting thing to point is that, as you can see, there's a strong push for LTE.
For sure.
In most advanced markets.
Yep.
And operators are looking at applications that really can offer the user,
Demonstrate the ability of the robustness of the network, whether they're offloading traffic into different situations or not. Absolutely.
Right,
yeah.
right. And video, conversational video, in particular multi-party video, is going to be very important not only for the consumer but also for small businesses and businesses. You know how it can save you significant amount of traffic of travel,
Yeah.
and it is greener.
It is greener. Absolutely. Very nicely put. Well done. I like to hear that. You know what? Nice angle. Marwan, thank you very much for taking the opportunity to speak with us. I appreciate that. It's been a pleasure. I hope you get a chance for an update again in the future.
Thank you very much.
I've been speaking with multiple people here at OnMobile, Marwan Jabri finally, and I am Tony Sklar with bnetTV.